everyone, it's Christina. In this video, I'm going to show you how I cleared my skin with 3 steps. It's so simple. Anyone can do it. I did it from home. And the good news is you don't need any fancy stuff or special equipment. You just need yourself and the steps I'm going to tell you in this video. And really, your skin is going to start looking so much better. For me, actually, I used to have all these itchy red spots like all over my skin. And after doing the steps I'm going to tell you about, they went away in just a couple of days. If you can relate to trying a ton of stuff for your skin, then I think you're really going to like this. First, let me tell you how I actually cleared my skin. In the beginning, I had eczema as a kid, and I was always told that it wouldn't last long, that it was just like a kid thing, that it's supposed to go away with time. I used all types of creams, over-the-counter creams, prescribed creams, expensive creams, cheap creams. I don't know, have you used any of those before? Creams, they're really tricky because sometimes they work really fast, so you feel like it's working. If I'm being honest, my eczema always came back even if I used super expensive creams. Like one time I remember I went on holidays, I forgot to bring my cream, and my eczema, it just got worse and worse, and it completely ruined the rest of my trip. So when I got back home, I immediately went to a doctor and I asked him what's up. And he told me, well, you keep having it, it's probably chronic. In case you're wondering, when something is chronic, it means that it just keeps coming back over and over. So pretty much you have to live with it for the rest of your life. And honestly, that made me kind of sad. Maybe you can relate, like you do a lot, you have a lot of hopes, you put tons of effort into your skin, more than anyone else you know, and then you're told, well, sorry, there's not really much you can do, not much that you can change about it. It's so sad and hopeless, right? But I didn't want to give up, so I was like, okay, let me try to find something, at least let me try to find a way to manage it. Obviously, I knew from experience that with creams, the effects, they didn't last for long. After a while, I always broke out. Then I had to ask myself the bigger question, which is, what's something that's gonna work all the time? Like, how do I stop these breakouts from happening? That's when I began reading about eczema and the skin, and something that caught my attention at the time were these recent studies talking about something called triggers. If you're wondering what a trigger is, you know when you have a breakout that seems to like come and go, like sometimes your skin is fine, then randomly it seems to break out. According to scientists, that's a huge sign that you're being triggered by something. The good news is triggers are super easy to find. They're usually right around you. They can be things like chemicals or dust, sometimes in your food. That's when my eyes were like opened and I started looking around me. I started looking at the ingredients of my products. I started reading, labels on food. I never did that before, but I started doing it and I saw things in a totally different way. Once you find what trigger is making you break out, a lot of those random breakouts, they stop happening. You feel so much more in control of your skin. For me, as long as I keep away from my triggers, even today, my eczema doesn't come back. Although, my skin did get dry and really itchy sometimes. Did that ever happen to you? Like, your skin is okay, your breakouts don't happen so much, but when you do, it takes weeks for them to get better. I saw studies showing that your body uses the food that you eat as building blocks to build healthy skin. So basically, what you eat determines how good and how strong your skin is going to look and how nice it's going to be. If you've noticed that your skin seems a bit colorless or that it takes a long time to bounce back from breakouts, that's one sign that your body is not getting the food it needs. And that was my second breakthrough, the second thing that really helped my skin. I started to research what foods were the best for the skin, and I started to just plan my meals around those foods. Trying to just have more of those things in my diet, I saw a ton of results on me and also on a lot of you guys who follow the Flawless program. Now that my skin was fine, I wanted to keep it that way. Like, I wanted to keep it clear. I didn't want it to break out anymore. And finally, I found the secret. If you want to get that shiny glow all over your body, and if you want to keep it that way, it's really important to have a daily plan that's going to preserve your skin and keep it looking nice. The most important thing is that you do it every day. That's the trick. That's what you do to keep your skin. So these days I do my flawless skin routines, and I do them every day so that my skin stays protected, and it really helps to make all the difference. So those are 3 steps, and if you take any of them, even just take one of them, you're gonna see great results on your skin. You're gonna finally have the skin you want, you're gonna be able to wear whatever clothes you want, and you'll see that things will change a lot for you. I put together a really easy program called the Flawless Program. You might have heard of it before. Like I mentioned, there's a lot of people doing it, and they're finally getting their skin back to the way they want it. I put a link below, and if you're interested, go click it. If you're following me on the Flawless Program, I want to know, did any of these things I talked about help your skin? I really want to hear from you, so leave me a comment below. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon.